Hello. Thank you for listening to and watching Youhadoptions. This episode, I have Andrew from the Carolyn on. Great conversation. Fun guy to talk to. They've got some new stuff coming up. Talks about an announcement of a new album that's coming out. Go check them out wherever you listen to music. Go check them out on Instagram. It's at @the_Carolyn. Go check out Youhadoptions at Youhadoptions. We got a Youhadoptions shirt at thehandsomescoundrels.com/shop. Yeah, go check that out. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Thank you for listening. Andrew, hello.
Howdy.
Thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me, man. Cheers.
Yeah. So, are y'all? You're in Atlanta, is that right?
Atlanta, Georgia.
How is it up there? What is the scene like there?
Well, how is it? The rent is very expensive. That has nothing to do with what you asked, but it's cool, man. We're really, really fortunate to have a tight knit group of friends and bands who kind of play this little niche genre of punk, if you will. And some exciting things are happening this spring.
Nice. Yeah, I know. I'm buddies with Seagulls, and I can't remember. I can't think of any other Atlanta band we've been able to play with before, but
yeah, Seagulls are awesome. Like, Steve is the sweetest person I think I've ever met. Period. And not only in the music scene, but just in general. Super, super awesome dude.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Is it the Carolyn?
Yes, you're correct.
Okay.
You know how the English language works. You'd be surprised the amount of people. I guess it's really shame on us that 50% of people don't know how to fucking say it. It probably means your band name sucks ass, which, I mean, we already knew that, but I just thought it was implied that the Y, it's Carolyn,
not Caroline.
Versus line. Yeah. So it's really strange that people read it the way they do, or it's not strange because people are dumb. It's the pandemic.
Where did the name come from?
So it was a building that I maybe partied a little too hard in college.
Okay.
And when this project got started, I was kind of under pressure to just get a name. Like, I'm the worst person at anything pertaining to titles, lyrics, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm incapable of doing it, but like under any kind of pressure, it just doesn't work. And it was getting to the point where I had to just come up with something. So I was standing outside the building. I looked up and I'm like, okay, we're going to call it that. And that was it. It was pure necessity.
It works, man. It's a cool name. If
it very much exists.
Yeah.
The name. I don't know how cool it is, but
how long have y'all been a band?
So I started just doing this sort of as like a solo thing. I want to say at the end of 2016.
Yeah.
And then maybe spring of 2017, I started playing with Ollie and Dave, and that became the solidified lineup just because the chemistry was so good. But for several months, I didn't have consistent people, and that was cool because I was kind of writing everything. But I'm very, very lucky to be in a band with people that I'm in a band with, and Ollie just so happens to be like I just love his songs, and yeah, I'll let that on that one. So again, not totally what you asked at all, but yeah, beginning of 2017 in this iteration of the band.
So the 2019 album, was that y'all's first album together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first release. The first album rather, with us all on it. The very first release, the EP, was just all my stuff.
Yeah. So do both you and Ollie sing like different?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I could tell that there are two different voices going on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool. It takes a little bit, it started out as your whole thing, the whole project, and then being able to trust somebody else to kind of switch off lead singing, I guess, and songwriting with.
Yeah, listen, they'll be the first to tell you that trust took a while to build.
Yeah.
Which in hindsight, I don't know what the fuck I was so goddamn afraid of. But the collaboration aspect ended up being the best thing that could have happened.
Yeah.
Like obviously I'm biased. I like our music, but I think it's the songs are 10 times better with at least one or two more cooks in the kitchen. I'll say that. When it was just me, it was not so good.
I gotcha. Was that something you wanted to? So it started out as a solo project pretty much, and then you brought on, you formed into an actual band or a band with multiple members. What was that the goal, or what made you switch from solo to wanting other people?
Again, man, I think everything that's just happened to this band has been purely done. Like people who are just kind of filling in and kind of like halfway pregnant with you that are like in your band but not. That's super hard to deal with when you're trying to play a bunch of shows and you're not in a financial position to pay them. So having Dave and Ollie in the band initially was just I got really lucky because they weren't looking for any sort of compensation. They were just trying to be in a band and it worked. So I didn't necessarily mind relinquishing control in any way, shape, or form if I had consistent people. You know?
So since 2017 and obviously before the pandemic, had y'all been touring pretty heavily?
Well, I don't know if heavily is the right word, but we were definitely trying to be active once vaccination rates went up as much as possible, right? I think everyone sort of experienced a little bit of a lull in the fall and winter. We weren't really doing too much. So the answer to your question is no, no heavy touring. But we're getting back at it, man. Like I said, a lot of exciting things happen in the spring and summer for sure. But yeah, 59X is putting out the newest record.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had Jake and Chris from Rough Dreams on. I think they put out stuff through 59X.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the dear friends of ours. I actually hung out with Jake a couple weeks ago in Knoxville. It was a really good time.
Oh, nice. Yeah, well, that's cool. So it sounds like there's plans to tour this record, though.
Yeah, man. The plan right now is to be in Germany toward the end of June, through early July, I want to say.
Nice.
This I don't know if it's as much of a secret because we've been on it 2 years in a row, but it got canceled 2 years in a row. But the plan right now is to do Booze Cruise in Hamburg to sort of start off the dates.
Oh, nice.
Which is going to be super, super, super cool to have a new record out and have it over there,
Yeah. Before the pandemic, had y'all gone out of the country before?
No, it sucks shit because like that was our first we're finally gonna go overseas or whatever. We got put on that festival and then 2 months later everything shut down.
Yeah.
So I don't know, we're still virgins to answer your question.
Well, that's cool, man. Yeah, it's a whole different getting on a plane and flying somewhere and then playing shows is you feel like super accomplished, and it's a cool thing to do because not everybody does that with music.
Right. So, hey, so have you been out of the country a whole bunch, or
Just a little bit. Like we played the Bristol Booze Cruise and
mhm.
played up in Canada a couple times, but yeah.
Gotcha. So, what was your? Do you have any advice in terms of like gear rental and all the like the stuff that you sort of don't think about? Like, oh shit, we need instruments and blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
Yeah, I would just make sure you have like a squared away like vehicle to rent or somebody who you know who can drive y'all around and
Sure.
try and share like cabinets with like speakers and amps and just bring y'all's guitars and maybe your drummer bring his snare or something. But and
Sure.
yeah.
I guess more so what I'm asking is I don't know how the voltage and shit works over there. If we were to ever use our own heads,
Oh
like,
yeah,
which
yeah.
I don't think this go around is going to be the case, but like I have no idea
Yeah.
anything about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I had to buy like English uh, plugs or whatever converters.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just plugging stuff in and hoping it didn't explode. You would think there'd be a universal plug.
Right, right. It's bizarre. And someone was telling me it had to do like your amps had to be biased a certain way. I am no gear nerd, so I don't
No.
fucking know. But something about the transformers in them, like if the plug isn't right, it's gonna fuck your shit up. So
Man, no.
like, oh
That's not me, man. I don't know. I don't know the numbers. I don't know.
man.
I don't know hertz to gigawatts. I don't know.
Either.
Yeah. But the listening to the you were nice enough to send me the new album that's not out, and listening between y'all's old album and this one, there's a cool, I don't know, a cool like, to me it sounds like Gaslight Anthem esque. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing to you.
Sure. No, that's a great thing. I don't know if it was a conscious decision. I think if I can be in any way, shape, or form objective, it sounds like with the latest one, we maybe tried to impersonate them a little less. I'll say it like that. But it's still, I mean, if I were to sit here and deny my influences and say like Brian Fallon didn't 1000% inform anything and everything that I do musically, I'd be a fucking liar.
Oh man, yeah, it's cool though. You y'all, it's not like y'all make it y'all's own. I guess is what I was trying to say. It's not like a, it's not like a, oh god, too much of a
Yeah.
an influence.
Man, these
I
guys
guess.
only wear denim. These guys only wear denim and work on docks.
Do y'all have any videos coming out or anything fun?
Yeah. So basically, when we announce the new record, we're going to put out a new video, which is going to be cool. And I believe we are shooting another video next Friday,
Oh,
which will be like 5 days from when this airs, I guess. But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely 2 more singles coming out at the very least. So yeah, man, I'm excited. It feels nice to be doing stuff again.
of course. Are y'all putting this on vinyl?
Yeah, yeah. It's I believe 300 copies in the US.
Nice.
I don't know all the variants yet, but yeah, get them while they're hot. Pre-order them. Pre-order them, everybody. Get us out of debt.
Is there are they up for pre-order right now?
That's all going to be announced March 9th.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for asking. 'Cause we need every cent we can get.
Damn, dude. Oh shit.
Because vinyl is not fucking cheap. We found out.
That's true. Yeah. I don't. It's not cheap, and it takes forever to get, especially now.
Yeah, shit is fucked right now.
Yeah.
But we did get test presses, so that is very very. We're very thankful for that.
Yeah. Yeah. There's there's this big to do with Adele backing up all the pressing plants because she
Fucking all us punk bands over.
yeah, fucking all these little bands over. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's tough to turn down Adele when she's like
Yeah.
somebody like that, or Sony, or whoever her record label is. It's like, we'll give you this dumb amount of money to print whatever 500,000 Adele records.
Yeah, that it definitely becomes less of a choice at that point
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah. So, have you been playing in bands in it? Are you from Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
So
Born and raised.
Woo! Have you been playing in
Sorry,
bands? Have you been playing in bands in the Atlanta area since you were a teen? I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, probably since high school, and I knew Dave when I was in middle school, so just been playing in vaguely purpose like disaster bands where like I'm really into Black Dahlia Murder and the drummer's into fucking Incubus or something.
Okay.
So
Jesus, yeah.
that was probably described as the vast majority of bands I was in before this one for sure. Took me a little while to figure it out, but yeah, I always tried to push things in a certain direction, and namely melodic punk when I was in my later teens.
Yeah,
and it finally found some like-minded individuals.
Okay, wait, were you really super into Black Dahlia Murder? Trying to?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've always loved heavy music. When I was younger, it was like, that was. I mean, punk, of course. That's what informed my taste forever. But yeah, I was really into metal
Okay.
for a long period of time.
Would you ever do like a metal side project?
Dude, I am not that fucking good.
You can't tread.
Awful at my instrument. I mean, I have a homie named Jacob Krasak who I think does some like black metal stuff in Cleveland, and he's always sending me like really cool recommendations. And I would maybe do something like that, something really kind of atmospheric and not so much about the whole time. Something that a punk musician could play. I would maybe do something like that just for fun, but yeah, dude, I'm not that fucking talented, and I don't have the time either.
Would you wear corpse paint?
Probably not. I'm probably gonna go the hipster Death Heaven direction if I have any sort of get up.
That's cool. I listened to Death Heaven a little bit before, but they just put out a record that is pretty cool. It's not like, it's the dude like singing, not like screaming.
Why are metal bands like really extreme metal bands doing that? Apparently Whitechapel's like butt rock now. What's going on?
They're expressing themselves. I don't know. They're changing. I don't know. It is strange. The Death Heaven album is cool. It's more like, I don't know, not like Circus Survive, but like weird, like you said, like atmospheric kind of, I don't know, just like, it's tough. I don't know. I don't want to, it's like, I don't know. I don't even know what to call it. It's like
I'll check it out.
Feel
even more
good.
Me, yeah.
It's not like it's not in your face.
But that's kind of how I felt about that first record too. Is like it's brutal, but it's kind of like happy sounding, which was why I always thought that band was so cool.
So you have no desire to do like a theatrical, like dress up in a weird outfit?
Listen, man, if I'm dressing up, it's because I'm like watching Rocky Horror at the Plaza Theater
okay.
or something. I'm not fucking doing that. No way.
Yeah. I've been that band Ghost?
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah. I've been like, I haven't like listened I haven't listened to them a whole bunch, but I just like looking at like live stuff of them because they dress cool,
Sure.
It's I don't know, and it's weird, like there's a weird like character. The lead singer is like changing his persona all the time, I don't
Well,
know.
don't they even like change singers half the time? I don't know a whole lot about that band, but the songs that I've heard are cool. Um, but yeah, I feel like their lineup has changed quite a few times depending on where they are in the country or world, I should say. Like, don't
Yeah.
they have two lead singers that they kind of rotate between?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
okay. That could be very wrong information I just spewed.
oh man, all the ghost heads watching this.
Yeah.
Gonna be
No.
pissed. Uh, it seems like a to do a theatrical band. It seems like a heavy investment on the front end of like we just touring around normally is tough enough, but having like
To worry
seven
about mascara is a whole different
seven
thing.
members, and y'all have to wear
Ugh.
these crazy outfits.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. I mean, listen, that's probably a way like easier pill to swallow when you're paying your fucking mortgage with your music, but yeah, it's just not a thing I want to deal with. I can barely tune my guitar. I don't have to worry about costumes.
Oh man. Have you ever thought about doing like a synth band? Is synth music a thing that you enjoy?
I don't know what constitutes. Is that any music that happens to have synth in it?
Sure,
What
I
is the
don't know.
criteria?
I don't know, man.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna level with you.
Depeche Mode? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if this is just the most normie, lame thing to say ever, or if people would be like, "Yo, respect." Probably neither, because no one cares what I think. But one of my all-time favorite bands is this band called The Naked and Famous.
Okay.
They are very. I feel like that's is what you're thinking of when you ask that question. So, like, okay, churches, right? They spell it
Yeah,
with a V
yeah.
or whatever. It's like that, but good.
Okay.
At least in my opinion.
Okay.
I mean, I shouldn't say that. I like churches. Churches are cool, but The Naked and Famous, dude, that songwriting slaps.
The Naked
That
and
is
Famous.
good. You got to check them out.
I'll check them out.
They're great. And one of my favorite bands ever, for real.
Yeah. Oh man. In your messages that we had back and forth, you were telling me you decided to go back to school. How is the? Are you full-time student? Are you?
I'm not, man. This is my third go around being in school, so I had like very few prereqs left to take to get into a nursing cohort. So I'm taking the last two, which are kicking my fucking ass right now. But hopefully after this spring, I'll actually be in nursing school.
Hell yeah!
Officially. So fingers crossed.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it's tough going back to school, especially once you're like an adult and you got real stuff going on and you're just like
sucks shit, dude. It's so bad.
Yeah.
And especially after you like worked and before all this bullshit with COVID happened, I actually loved the company I worked for. I really did. I mean, I worked all the time, but like I never thought I would leave, or I had no plans to leave anytime soon. And stuff got so shitty, obviously with the pandemic and supply. I was in freight, and so supply chain is what it is right now, and I just couldn't fucking handle it anymore. So went back to the drawing board, but I forgot what I was even addressing. But anyways, yeah, it sucks. It sucks like going from like, wow, I can provide for myself and I love my employer to I'm in class now.
Yeah, that's tough. Are you doing
That sucks.
Are you doing online classes or are you in person?
I mean, with the COVID measures schools are taking now, like, if the teacher decides to have an online meeting or skip class that day, it is like no questions asked. Like, I'm not feeling it. COVID, we're not going to do it. It's just professors can pull that card anytime they want. In theory, it's supposed to be in person. I would say about 50% of my classes, we actually show up. But, again, stuff, we're still recovering, man. Stuff's super weird. A lot of my shit's online.
Yeah. So how long is nursing school? 2 years?
The particular program that I'm going to be going for after this semester, I have 2 years left. So, yeah.
Nice. That's not too
But
bad.
thank God I'm thankful I'm not starting from scratch again, because if I had to go redo an undergrad. That would just fucking suck. Take sociology 101 again.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, like you were saying, like being an adult and being in the real world and going back and having to do like a whatever, like a English 101 or history 101, whatever, and being in there with like 18-year-olds, it'd be. I think it'd be terrible.
Yeah, one kid in one of my dude. One kid in my class is like in dual enrollment, so she's still in high school, and I'm like, oh, dude, I feel like a weirdo.
Holy shit!
Dude, like, why the fuck am I even here? But yeah, I mean, it's all good. But see, on the flip side of it, it's like not that bad because, like, I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm in like this weird twilight zone still since the beginning of 2020. So like, time is a fucking construct. Nothing matters. And we're all just floating around.
That's true.
Oh yeah, I'll go back to school. Fuck it.
Yeah, I get that. It's it's weird. I'm in Mobile, Alabama, so they're having like obviously COVID's been terrible here, but there haven't been really like restrictions
because the majority of your population doesn't believe in it.
Right, exactly.
Could that be the reason?
Yeah. But
no shade, man. I mean, Georgia's no better. I mean, shit's fucked here too.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I don't mean to derail the conversation, but I was in South Alabama maybe 3 years ago. Yeah. It was like in the Orange Beach, Gulf Shores area. Is there this law you can't drink on the beach there? Bars were telling me like you can't, like, hey, we're happy to keep serving you alcohol, no problem, but you can't take it out there. The cops will fuck with you. Is that true in Southern Alabama?
I haven't heard that. Weird.
LA,
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, Lower Alabama. I don't know, but that was a weird thing to experience.
I think there was a thing in that area. It might be the thing you're talking about where I don't know if this was during like spring break or something, but I remember they tried to outlaw like drinking during spring break because people were getting too rowdy.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because the whole economy of a place like Gulf Shores is just spring breakers. You know, no one really lives there.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. I was just curious. So when I come visit you, I'm trying to figure out if I can bring beer or not.
Oh, yeah, man. You can. In Mobile, we've got open container laws, so you can walk around.
Oh, that's awesome. Dude, that is awesome.
Yeah.
So many like little neighborhoods outside of Atlanta are employed, or whatever the verb is. That's custom now during the weekends, like Thursday through Sunday or whatever. You know, just, hey, fuck it. Have a beer out. No one cares.
Yeah. Have you ever been to New Orleans?
I want to say right before Katrina, so I was not old enough. Okay. Yeah, not quite old enough. And dude, holy shit, probably completely unrelated to where you were going, but I've never been to a hotter place in my life. The New Orleans is fucking brutal.
Yeah, man, it's tough. It's a swamp.
Yeah, God bless anyone who actually lives there, because it was like middle of the day I was done. I'm like, I'm staying in a hotel the rest of this trip.
Hey man, in defiance of God's will, New Orleans is a city.
That's hilarious. I'm gonna start applying that to different shit in my life.
Oh yeah,
just me waking up is in defiance.
That's true. Oh man. Yeah. I don't know. I've got a lightning round of questions I like to do.
Oh, sure.
And like I tell everybody, lightning is relative. You don't have to. You don't have to. You can expound upon, or keep it as short as you want.
Sure.
Let's see. Okay, so being from Atlanta, what's your take on hot chicken?
I thought that was like a fucking Nashville thing, or a different, not where, because hot chicken joints, to sort of maybe answer your question, are like everywhere now,
right?
In the area, but I thought it was a Tennessee thing. I have no strong opinion. The majority of the hot chicken I have had, I've been like, This doesn't do anything for me. I'd rather have fucking wings.
Are you a hot food person?
I love spicy food.
Yeah.
Like literally my favorite in the world.
Is there something you've eaten that's been like this? Fuck, I made a mistake.
Okay, so right next to where I live, there's this place. I don't know how to say it in Spanish, but it translates to the Golden Sheep.
Okay.
In Marietta, Georgia, and they bring you salsa in these bags that look like literally they're handing you an 8-ball or something. Like, here's your fucking blow, and you can't get the shit open. It's like I should learn to bring scissors when I go. But anyway, it's so fucking good. Like I can't stop myself from eating it. I don't know if I'm a masochist or a sado, whatever the word is, but I enjoy the pain. But there is a point where I'm like, as good as this tastes, like I'm getting into a danger zone here.
Right.
Anyway, yeah. I tend to find that like most places I go to in Atlanta, like we have so many good Mexican joints, and not even just Mexican joints, just all different types of Latin American food. Like they're all like right on the threshold for me of like, okay, if this was any hotter, I'd probably go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yes, to answer your question, I operate in this sphere of like I'm about to make a mistake. Like this is about to be bad.
Okay, that's just a general life.
I would ask about like specifically. I've tried to ask like, hey, like, can you tell me what this is? And the girls are usually like, there's no. I don't know how to like translate this for you. You can't buy this at the fucking store. We just call this the orange one. I'm like, okay, sure. Yeah. This fucks me up.
Yeah. Yeah, there's this good Thai place right across from my apartment, and I don't know, I'm sure you've been to like Thai restaurants where they're like you can get
of course
one chili, 2 chili, like the scale, and
Thai can be brutal, man.
Yeah,
like,
and I think they have different scales. Like if I tell them spicy, they're like, oh, we're not giving him like the real spicy because that will kill him.
Okay, I literally had someone say almost that like verbatim to me. They're like, American spicy or Thai people spicy. The waitress
Right,
said that to me,
exactly,
and I'm like, and I'm like, hey, I'm no stranger to kick. Like like I know I'm Irish as fuck, but I'm not a bitch. Just literally like I can do it. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna say like 1.5 for you. And I'm like, okay. And I'm not trying to like pat myself on the back or anything, but like it wasn't quite like I needed a little more. So I've yet to try real Thai food, I think.
Oh goodness. Yeah, it's I don't know. It gives me an upset tummy. So
but I operate in the pain. I like it. I like sweating bullets. I really do. I feel like I'm doing something good for my body. I'm like sweating it all out.
Oh, you're purifying yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think? Do you watch that show, Hot Ones, the Wing show?
Years ago. Every episode I've seen is fucking hilarious. I like the Billie Eilish one. That was awesome.
So you think you could do the ghost pepper or whatever?
I don't know, man. This comedian I really like was on there. Well, that doesn't fucking narrow it down. I feel like that's half the guess. Tom Segura. Oh yeah. The unknown comedian Tom Segura was on there.
Up and coming. Yeah.
Up and coming. I feel like if memory serves his episode, he was like as red as this wine and like almost crying toward the end. And he's like a burly fucking full bearded. Like I'm not half the man he is, and he was crying. So I don't think I can make it all the way through.
Yeah. What's do you have a favorite like gas station or truck stop?
Are you trying to get me to say Buc-ee's? Is that what you're trying to get me to say?
You don't have to say Buc-ee's. You can say whatever you want.
Okay. Are you
Buc-ee's is an option.
Are you familiar with the chain Golden Pantry? I don't know if that's exclusive to Georgia or
Golden Pantry, no.
All right, when you come here, we're going to fucking Golden Pantry, dude. That was like half my diet in college. The food, like, okay, when you get, like, regardless of what you get, like spicy chicken biscuit, potato wedges, but like you put it in your mouth, it's poison. It's not good for you by any stretch. But it's kind of like Waffle House. It's like, this is so shitty that it's this is the best food I've ever had.
This is a truck stop?
It's a gas station.
Okay.
Called Golden Pantry. Okay. And it's most of them are in kind of like, I shouldn't say most. The ones I've been to, kind of in rougher areas a little bit. Okay. Like you hear like the fucking Deliverance theme playing a little bit.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. So it's like a little dicey, and they're not the cleanest of establishments. Again, the ones I've been to, but yeah, like food is just so fucking good. And but to be fair, I've never been in one sober, so that kind of gotta take what I'm saying with a little bit of salt.
I gotcha. Okay. Do you have a what's the worst punk rock bathroom you've gone number 2 in?
Oh, all of them?
There's got to be the worst. One has to be the worst.
I don't know if I'm like shitting in punk rock Marriotts. Like, I mean, they're all kind of undesirable. I don't have a good answer for you. I can talk about bathrooms in general. Actually, okay. I don't know if I'm alienating anybody. Actually, no, that bathroom wasn't so bad. The title of this place was way worse than the bathroom. We played in a place called Cunt Cave. It was like a punk house.
Okay.
It was really cool. The bathroom was actually clean. The title would infer or imply otherwise. Right. I was gonna say that, but no, that bathroom was clean. Dude, I don't know. Yeah. I've taken a shit in a lot of shitty bathrooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we can move on. You don't have,
Yeah, sorry. I botched that one.
It's okay.
This whole podcast, I just keep botching.
No, man, no. It's all good. I think of like a one, kind of like in the first Saw, that bathroom where they're in.
Ooh.
You know what I'm talking about? There's like one dangly light bulb, and that's it. But yeah.
Shat in a bathroom like that.
Yeah, there was this like DIY place in Gainesville that it was called the Display. And they had like, those like heat light bulbs, like the red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They just had one of those in the bathroom. It was like that. It was like suspended. And so it was all red and hot. And yeah, it's terrible.
Just one light source.
Yep.
So were you able to like tell if you were sitting in urine or not? Or like,
I mean, it was like, I tried my best to clean up, to wipe down.
Sure, to do a preemptive.
Right, yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right.
What do you have a favorite regional beer?
Regional beer.
Like
no. I really don't, because I'm so lame. Like, I drink dad beers, unfortunately, or Republican beers, as my bandmates like to say. It sucks. I'm so lame when it comes to beer. Like, I'll drink PBR and fucking Miller, and like that stuff's fine. I'll rephrase. I'm still on the quest. I'm still on the quest to find an IPA that isn't fucking dog shit to me. So yeah, I don't know. I'll say Red Hair in Marietta, Georgia, just because they're such great people.
Okay.
The beer is fine.
Yeah.
I don't like craft beer, so I don't know. Yeah. I'm the wrong person to ask.
Are you not a beer drinker in general?
I actually love beer. I recently broke up with it because I'm trying to be a little healthier as I sit here and drink a bunch of wine.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. I like the piss beer. I think it just tastes better. And I don't know why. I know I'm wrong, but Miller, Bud Light, Budweiser, PBR is Genesee, just fine.
Genesee is good. Yeah.
It's all good. I like the shitty shit.
Yeah.
But your triple hops coffee IPA, whatever, it can get fucked. I don't care.
We can say Genesee. That's a good regional beer.
Yeah, sure. I get. Okay, sorry. When you said regional, I immediately thought like more like mom and pop.
No, sorry. No.
Okay. Yeah, Genesee. Fuck yeah, that's my favorite regional beer.
Good.
Where are they from? I don't even know. New Jersey, maybe New York.
Are they from, I think, Rochester, New York?
Okay, got
I
it.
think. I could be wrong. Somewhere in New York, though. What's the most expensive shirt that you bought?
T-shirt or just shirt?
Whichever's more expensive.
I don't know why the fuck I asked that because it's both the same brand. Fred Perry. I'm sorry, I'm a
Fred Perry
fucking
guy?
sucker for Fred Perry. Well, I used to be. I'm not as much anymore because I've stopped caring about everything. But when I really tried to care about what people thought about me, I'm like, yo, I gotta buy that.
That's cool.
Yeah. So Fred Perry.
Okay. What's
Wait,
your,
hold on. Sorry. What do most people say? Like, what are the common answers?
most people are like, it's most people are like, I don't buy expensive shirts. But then they'll be like, oh, I went to, I don't know, a Bon Jovi show and paid $60 for a t-shirt,
Oh, got it.
a tour shirt.
I don't buy expensive shirts. They're all made by a 12-year-old in Laos.
There you go. What's your perfect pizza?
Perfect pizza.
Man.
I don't know, man. I'm a firm believer in pineapple belongs on pizza.
Okay.
I really like Hawaiian pizza's great.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna say that, or I really like mushrooms. So anything with mushroom on it.
Okay. Would you do a Hawaiian with mushroom?
Never tried it, but it doesn't sound half bad. So I'm gonna do it now.
There you go. What I'm just adding this. I'm throwing this question in here. What is there? What's the reasoning behind going? Were you motivated to go to nursing school? Was there a higher calling, or is it?
I think so. It was a multitude of reasons, but I don't know. I came to this place in my life where like I didn't want to do anything that was purely transactional anymore. I got to a point mentally where like I do not give a fuck about the private sector. Like I don't care. I can't. And maybe one day I'll change my mind on that. You know, I think that's just a part of life. But to me, if I'm going to have a 2-3 decade long career, it's got to be something that has some intrinsic value to it. And your fucking sales goals don't matter if someone's dying on the table, you know, or they just got some horrible diagnosis and you just sit there and hold their hand. Like I had a friend, they like show me a picture today. They were just sitting there and holding a patient's hand because they were just so upset. And I think they had dementia or something, but that's beside the point. Yeah, I don't know. To me, that seems very, very fulfilling. And I think that pandemic was just a wake up call for everybody, man. Like I stopped giving a shit almost about even like music, you know? So yeah, that was, I just had to do something that justified my otherwise meaningless existence on this planet.
Were you like, before you're talking about like doing freight stuff, were you doing like logistic stuff?
Yes and no. It was definitely like less sexy than that. Like, okay. I mean, I literally started on a freight dock, and then they had me go work at a customer's facility that just didn't have the means to sort of organize the freight in the way that their customers wanted it organized. And so I had to like do all these crazy things for their customers and load the truck, but I also had to do all the paperwork and like make sure everything was kosher for like the DOT. So that part of it maybe is in the realm of logistics, but I was very much like blue collar for the entirety of the time I was there, and I loved it. Like the corporate culture, for lack of a better term, was great, really, really positive, but I just couldn't handle working 60 hours a week anymore. It just got to the money was not even worth it anymore.
Damn. Damn. Yeah. I could see going from something like that to wanting to do like, nursing it's good.
Right. I mean, it's just, when the numbers were really bad, dude, it was like, none of this shit, to me anyway, fucking matters anymore. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it really put a lot of things into perspective for me.
I feel you. Okay. So, we figured out what your perfect pizza was. To go with that, what do you want on your tombstone?
I don't want one.
Ooh.
Can't they burn me?
They could, yeah. Have you seen
That's an
Ozark?
option, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
burn my ass, dude.
Yeah.
I don't want fucking worms and shit in there in my body. It's mine. They can't have it. Burn my ass.
Oh shit. Oh man. Okay. That
Keep them coming. This is so fun.
No, that's the last. That's the
no.
lead up to the last question. I need to revamp the lightning round. I think though. Andrew. Well, yeah, it's been like 45 minutes here. What do you have any closing remarks or anything you'd like to say?
Not a whole lot. I think we covered it. Yeah, new record we're announcing March 9th. Nice. I think anyone who sort of kind of likes this niche genre will dig it to some degree. Yeah. Other than that, not a whole lot. I really appreciate you having me, man. This definitely was a nice break from studying and a good excuse to drink and talk to a fellow punk fan.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, yeah. Stay on for a second. But
sure.
Andrew, you had options, but you decided to talk to me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, man.